This is a movie which actually emphasizes on the beauty of my garden. This is a 600 square feet of space in which we have created our own little world. Mainly, the focus is at the back of the house where there is a well, and around the well we have beautiful colors of bougainvillea. But also, as you would have seen, there's the squirrel, the bird that sings quietly on a tree but tries to hide itself from all kinds of people, and it's a very shy bird, but we have been able to take a photograph of it. You see the pathway which goes around the house, and this is the entrance, and there's a little doggy called Mischief, the beautiful bougainvillea in the front, and there's a doggy again. So as I go further, you see some of these new colors of bougainvillea which was brought. Now it is over a year now, or maybe more than 6 months old. These are smaller plants which adorn the front of the house, and this is the well that I was talking about. Around this well, we have beautiful plants, and the soil around the well is very good, so that you just put anything on it and it comes. So we have a grape garden or a grape vineyard on the top of that well, which is in which we have put a net. But by the side there is bougainvillea, which tries to cover up that grape or the grapes. What is it called? Creeper, grapes creeper. So all around the house, this is in no particular order. Whatever plants there is a flower that I think I've tried to emphasize. This is again the backyard. It is a little rough, but when you look at it from a distance, it really looks good. So the beauty of today is not symmetry, but perhaps the beauty of a garden today is the diversity that you have. And this garden really has some diversity. So this is our chiku tree full of fruits, and there again is the bougainvillea. This is the well that you see, and then the smaller bougainvillea plants. I don't know the name of this plant, which is looking so red. And then the decorative greens. This is the front of the house. And as you go out to the gate, you see this particular picture. There is one tree which is just by the side of the front gate, which has got a beautiful green. And that is what you just saw. Again, the front of the house. This is the side when you go back. And here is the photograph from amidst the different, between the tree, uh, branches of the tree. This picture was taken. So here it is. So this covers various seasons and perhaps a period of about 1.5 years. So that is why, as the picture jumps from one season to another or 1 year to another, basically it is the same garden. So I was just wondering whether my audio has stopped or voiceover has stopped, but I can see that it is still working. So I am new to this iMovie, and this is one of the first videos that I am making. I am more of a Windows person, but recently have moved into this Apple operating system or Apple, what do you call, ecosystem, Apple ecosystem. And I'm just learning. Apple is good, especially the M1 chip. has made a lot of difference, both to the cost of buying a Mac and the sheer power of M1 Mac is amazing, especially when a video has to be made. So as I'm looking at the various pictures of what do you call my garden, I'm just rambling along, but it is the same garden, and but as I said before, the seasons are different, the years are different, but not more than about 2 years. So the garden has really grown, I suppose, during that time. But then that happens to all the gardens because they look the same once you get up in the morning and then you go back to sleep in the night. But a lot of things are changing. One plant withers away and another plant comes in its place where there was shade. Is that shade is suddenly lifted and we find sunshine in that spot, and that is where new set of plants begin to grow. So this is what I think this particular movie will show. This wall, I think it's over 30 or 40 years old. We still want to keep it because it has got a vintage look on it. Sometimes you feel that it may just fall off, but thankfully it has still stayed strong. Oh, this is a water fall on water days. I leave some water there so that the ground will soak for the plants to use that water, and also it will go down as underground water, which is again required by us at a later time. While it might not help much, but we do our part in trying to preserve the nature, making sure that the plants are there for us to take in all those carbon dioxide and then giving out oxygen. But we don't realize its worth. We don't know the quantity of this exchange that takes place. But at the end of the day, I think it does make a difference. So if this video turns out to be really good and some of you are going to see it, I suppose you should be pleased with it. I myself do not know how it finally comes out, what kind of colors come out, does it look disjointed? I really do not know because I have not even, as I said, I have not even kept the order of date because I want a splash of color, especially when it is a garden. So outside you hear the birds sing. We call it the koel. I do not know. I have to see the name in English, but it's a nightingale, I suppose. I'm not too sure. It's a black bird. Somewhere in the beginning of this video, I have taken a picture. It is just trying to settle in before it starts to sing. Or so, what is left is three small videos. Here you see one tree that I think it's a mango tree, which a part portion of it is has been cut because it was giving too much of a shade, and many of the plants were not getting sunlight. And my dog is investigating as to see what has happened. And just after this, you shall see that there is this bird I was talking about, the nightingale or the quail. Now you will see it here, and he will just fly away because he's a shy bird, and you will see it fly away right now. Yeah, there he has gone. So finally, it's the video that was taken from the roof of my house, and one of the things I wanted to show in this video was that how the trees are covering my roof, almost like an Amazon forest, I was previously saying in this video. But the reason for taking this video was also because I was experimenting with a 50-watt solar panel just to see how many hours of sunlight I am able to get with the trees all around. And I noticed that the number of hours I get sunlight is very limited. But not to be put off, today the situation is very different. With the same amount of trees around, I have 500 watts of power which helps me during the daytime. So through the small solar panel, it has grown into quite a modest solar panel system, which I take great advantage of. So before I sign off, I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and I do hope that all is well with you. So once again, George Marshall signing off.